Let me start with a question today. Have you ever tried to walk into the ocean slowly? You start with your toes, it's cold, so you wait. Then your ankles, it's still bearable. Then to your knees, still okay. But then comes that dreaded moment. The wave crashes onto you, and you are suddenly soaked to your waist. Some laugh, some run back to the shore screaming, some just dive in. Ezekiel had a vision a bit like that. We hear of water trickling out from the temple, starting small, ankle deep, then knee deep, then waist deep. And finally, the river so vast, no one could cross it. Wherever this water flowed, life bloomed. Trees bore fruit. Salt water turned fresh. Everything lived because of the water. And in today's gospel, we meet a man who's been lying near a pool for 38 years. That's not just a bad day at a spa. That's a lifetime of disappointment. Every time the waters stir, someone else gets in before him until Jesus arrives, not with a bucket or a floaty, but with healing. Let's talk about these two waters, Ezekiel's flowing river and John's stagnant pool. The first moves, the second just sits there waiting to be stirred. One brings life wherever it goes. The other becomes a source of frustration for a man who cannot move fast enough. Now let us bring this home to your families, to your marriages, to your parenting, to your personal walk with God. Some of us have become pool people. We sit, waiting for the right moment, waiting for someone to fix things, waiting for the kids to behave, for the spouse to change, for peace and quiet to finally arrive, waiting for the water to stir. And sometimes, just like the man at the pool, we end up disappointed for years. But Ezekiel's vision reminds us God's grace isn't meant to be contained. It moves, it deepens, it flows into dry lands. The invitation is not to sit and wait, but to wade in step by step, because everything is perfect. They grow because someone dares to go deeper together with God. Let me share a story with you. A mother of 4 once told me that every evening felt like surviving a small war. Homework battles, dinner disasters, sibling arguments. And one night, her 7-year-old, after a particularly chaotic dinner, gave her a drawing of the family's dinner table. To her surprise, everyone in the drawing was smiling, even the dog. She looked at it and laughed, saying, "This is not how our dinner table looks." But the child replied, "I drew how I want it to be." "I think God can help us," he said. That, my friends, is ankle-deep water becoming knee-deep. You see, God doesn't wait for us at the deep end with a stopwatch. He walks with us step by step. As you forgive your spouse again, even though you are tired, as you choose to be patient with a teenager who rolls their eyes like it's an Olympic sport, as you gather for a family meal, even if it ends in spilled juice and someone storming off. This is how the river flows through your home, quietly, persistently, bringing life. So today, don't be afraid to wade in. Let your family be like the river in Ezekiel, nourished by grace, flowing into others, deepening over time. The trickle becomes a stream, the stream becomes a flood. And healing flows not just in moments of peace, but especially in the mess. Because grace, my dear friends, doesn't wait, it moves. And so should we.